in bags. When I worked there, everything was in a bag.
Yeah, man. Everyone
in a box.
I mean,
you just take it out the box and then you just
and you throw it out in a big, almost like.
I'm like, how long has this box been here?
You're like, I got weeks. I didn't get soda. I got lemonade. It's like, yeah, but I'm like, I used to work at McDonald's too. I'm like, I used to switch the fucking syrup bag, like lemonade syrup.
Yeah, that's still a thing.
You know, it's like it's all the same thing.
To be honest, I think
drinking lemonade and drinking soda is completely different.
Yeah, one's fizzy, the other one isn't.
There's not as much sugar.
Are you
in the lemonade than a soda than Coca-Cola?
It's the same amount of sugar.
It's like 3 times more in Coca-Cola.
No,
Coca-Cola
it's
by
not.
far has more soda than
grams
anything.
is grams.
Has more soda.
Has more sugar than anything else. That
No.
you get. So you're telling me lemonade is on par with Coca-Cola?
Yes.
Hello.
I gotta look that one up.
Hello, you're just gonna look up lemonade and then Coca-Cola, and you gotta also
if it's like Minute Maid,
this is like a Minute Maid.
Yeah, if it's like Minute Maid lemonade, that's just syrup and water, bro.
This is their what's it called?
Their signature pink lemonade shit.
They also threw they throw a bag of processed
it's
sugar.
Just pink
in the
syrup,
mix,
bro. I'm telling you, it's no better. The only healthy alternative.
I've been really good. I've been going to the gym.
No, man, I'm not saying
you don't have to justify.
See, like
now he's gotta defend it. He's gotta defend it.
I'm not.
The one day I cheat.
My nigga.
When you guys come over. Jesus Christ.
My nigga, we're not.
You guys couldn't have come yesterday. And I was dripping sweat after the gym.
Why the fuck did you make Wednesday your cheat meal day?
I always make it because on
makes sense. It's a hill.
Oh, all right, well, motherfucker.
No, I do Thursday.
Get ready for swaving waves of judgment coming your way. Then
I do. I do one day a week, and then maybe Saturday it's a tradition of ours. We go get sushi. So Saturdays will be my cheat day because I get sushi.
That's good.
So you have 2 cheat days.
Yeah, but the cheat day.
I mean, is sushi really bad?
I consider it, yeah, because you.
I mean,
I get JB rolls, so you have rice, you have cream cheese,
Okay, then don't choose to get the JB roll, man.
Why? It's my cheat day. I want to get JB roll.
Okay,
it's his second cheat day.
I guess.
And when I
it's also not that bad because
when I consider a cheat day, I consider having not a meal. But more of
rolls.
Well, I know with the fish, the fish kind of offset it, but I think it's more so the carbs and stuff that
on the weekday, cheat day for me would be if I have a soda. That would be a cheat for me.
A soda. Hey, well, hang on a second. It's the Parental Advisory Podcast.
No, don't even pause it. No.
Oh my God.
And we're back in full effect. But yeah, we're back we're already back and we haven't even started yet.
No, hold on. Let me finish my thought on that fucking tea, man.
What was it? Oh, that's right.
Tea. I think it only has to do for where you from, depending on where you at.
I think it's just dumb.
Hey man, it's true because some people already assume that it's gonna be sweet. Then some people are like, "Why is it sweet?"
This is just tea. Do you want sweet tea? Anyhow, good one.
This is just sweet as Paul tea.
You have the grace of a figure skater.
Wait, what?
Where's the other one?
I told you have to earn the right and work for it. It's in plain sight. You just choose not to see it.
So this is the Parental Advisory Podcast, and I am your host, that Chico J Serve. You can find me at jserve954 on all social media, jserve TV on YouTube, and prolife.net for all my music.
You gotta go check out that, bro.
Mario's going crazy.
Yeah. And that the illustrious Spanish windbag beside me.
Hello. I don't know. I was trying to.
The fat. No, I'm just like.
I thought he was gonna be like, "You fat fuck." That's fucked up.
Go ahead, buddy.
What?
See, at least that was good. I gave you the Godzilla thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's a fucked up Godzilla. He just said.
Go ahead, buddy.
Go ahead. What?
You gotta introduce.
You just introduced me.
Well, no.
Your turn.
My turn?
Yeah.
Yo, man, I'm that brown guy, _Chiquito is where you can find me on Instagram and Snapchat, motherfuckers.
Zello doesn't do anything. He just does this podcast.
That's not true. He has a life.
All he promotes.
He breathes air.
No, he's just LO Soul. That's it.
He's human.
He has nothing else to
He's
promote,
Uman.
apparently. He's Uman. He's Uman.
Uma.
He's several Umans.
Umba.
Umbak.
I am Umaga.
So Wreck-It Ralph 2 breaks the Kardashian in it. What was it now?
Not
What's
breaks
it
the
called?
Kardashian.
Breaks the Kardashian.
What's it called?
I'm pretty sure this
It's
is
gonna
just
bend over a
Disney
Kardashian.
flexing, showing them like, haha, we have everyone on the pause.
Yeah, this is really just Disney's excuse to use everything that they own. Like, that's what it looks like
They
to me.
basically are just showing like, hey niggas, we bought all you guys out because you guys suck.
We're gonna exploit the
The first
shit
time
out
I've
of you.
seen Disney use like they said they're gonna use almost every character they have ever had
Yeah.
in the movie. I was like,
Yeah.
really? Never seen a movie do
All
that.
the princesses, the fucking Marvel, Star Wars.
Yeah, but can
these-
you name another series or other company or whatever you have it like
that owns all those
do
things?
that like besides like Ghibli Studios, but it's impossible because they're all separate like stories on their own.
I'm not sure.
Boom, shakalaka.
The only thing I can say is the Avengers, but the Avengers is part of Disney.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, that's Marvel.
So
Boom.
So now, no.
In your
Disney's
face.
gonna end up owning everything.
Kinda
That's what's
my
gonna happen. They're already the biggest.
Disney and Google. They're gonna merge, and that's how we get Skynet.
Holy fuck. Dun, 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 dun.
I've come to get John Connor. Get to
With-
the drop off.
With my barbecue sauce.
What? Well, my barbecue.
What I do is I rub it against myself.
What? You guys gotta work on the accent.
Let me eat you if you want to live.
Get in you ass. Somebody, I was playing PUBG with somebody, and the cars, like the big, the truck, it's called a UAZ, right? For whatever reason, the person I was playing with, my homeboy, it was like he just busted out in this Arnold Schwarzenegger shit, and he's like, "Get in the UAZ," and I'm like, "Yo, it sounds like you're saying get into the ass or something," because that's what it sounds like. Get in the UAS. Like, it's like, what did you say? Get in
Get
the
in your ass.
Get in the UZ. I'm like, okay, you could have just said that. Sounds like you're trying to penetrate my ass.
Maybe he was just trying to
Get into
penetrate
your
your
ass. Get into your ass. That's what it sounded like.
He's going to take you down.
Is that what you wanted it to sound like, Ella? Is that
Oh,
what it is?
Into my
You just
asshole.
wanted to-
You have no idea.
Secretly, just
Secretly, I hear. Secretly, I hear potatoes.
Yeah.
Secretly, you say potatoes.
Yeah.
Secretly, you say potatoes. I hear. Dick.
Wait, hold on. He said potatoes.
You never heard that joke before?
What
It
joke?
was what is the comedian's name? I'm so bad with the names. He was making fun of
That person.
how people who are prejudiced against like homosexuals,
Uh-huh.
how no matter what you say,
Right,
it's like,
right,
you hear two men, and
Right.
that prejudiced person hears
right.
faggots.
Wait, what?
That was a joke.
I
that was
just heard.
that was a joke. He said he's like
You really jumped straight through.
Yeah,
right?
I just
Like,
heard. It's like,
yeah.
and then faggots. Like, well, Jesus.
well, if you allow me
Christ.
to talk, you can.
What the
hear
fuck
it.
is
Dude, I
wrong
was
with
listening
you?
to
He
and I was
wasn't.
letting you talk.
Like, what? Like, this nigga's just over here just yelling random epithets at people.
I know you like this song, right? That's what you like, right? Nice.
Yeah,
Smells like tobacco.
yeah, for half a second he thought they were cannolis.
Oh, dude, but could you imagine if you... No.
Cannoli.
I love cannolis.
wraps.
I love me a cannoli. Who can stuff me a good cannoli?
You know, I've never had a cannoli.
What? How are you that big and never had a cannoli?
I'm not.
You've
big,
had a cannoli.
No, I'm not. I just don't eat sweets. I really don't.
My friend.
Like the closest I get to sweets is like cheesecake. That's the only thing I really like.
Yeah.
But like I'm not big on sweets. Like when we go to restaurants or like dessert, I'm like I'm good, man. I'm not a sweet tooth person. I'm just
True.
that's why I guess I've never had like cavities or anything because like growing up, candy I was more into fruit. The thing that always got me overweight was I ate fast food a lot. That was the thing. That was my like McDonald's fries back in the day was like the shit. It's like golden fries for me. Like we're going to McDonald's.
Let's be real. Back in the day, I didn't even eat a meal at McDonald's. I ate the French fries and then like the sundae.
No,
That's-
I ate the
Same.
See the to me
I would just
the-
ask my mom and dad. I'm like, just get me fries.
Mhm.
Like I would get the Big Mac when it was actually the Big Mac back in the day,
Oh, yeah,
guys. Like when it came out, and it was actually the Big Mac.
That's when they had supersized. Remember?
Yeah,
Supersize me. And then that became like, no, you're killing people.
Yeah, indeed.
You heard about the guy who did that movie, Super Size Me?
Morgan Spurlock?
About that, he got arrested for he had some kiddie porn or something.
No,
something like that.
No.
Or maybe it was somebody else that was.
Somebody tried to accuse him of sexual harassment.
Oh, sexual harassment? Is that what?
Yeah, dude, chill out, man. All I see now is a bunch of people being like, they into kiddie porn or they rape somebody. I'm like, God damn, bro.
It's gotten bad.
Who the fuck you hanging out with, dog?
Like, I know, right? Calm down.
It's gotten bad because even some people are just getting accused. Like, at this point, it's like there's casualties at war with this whole Me Too thing. Because, like, the whole thing with Aziz, heard about that one? Where
that nothing happened about it. Everybody's just like, oh, you're just
like,
dumb.
What he was just like, I guess he was non-gentleman-like, but they tried to blow out of proportion as if he fucking raped this woman.
Yeah. It was just a weird. It was just a bad date. It was just a bad date.
And this woman blew him on top of that.
Yeah.
It was just a bad date.
I'm pretty sure he also ate her out, right? Or
something like that.
Yeah,
it was just like an awkward. Hey, that's good on Aziz, man. I know. Back in the day, awkward dates.
I just pictured Tom Haverford's cheeky parm.
Hey,
Tom Haverford.
Good on Aziz though, because like for an awkward date, he got head. It's not bad.
I mean,
what?
I don't know.
He got head from her.
Yeah, I know that.
But I'm saying,
like,
she considered it as an awkward date. I'm like, if it was awkward, why did you?
I don't even know if it was awkward. I
Exactly.
feel like she just did that to do that.
Like she's like, that's like, I wonder how situations go for her. Like
that
I
was
think
the
this is
story that she
dangerous.
discussed with her shithead friends, and her shithead friends that
a
are
writer.
probably in their early 20s were all like, "Oh my god, you totally got raped!"
Dude, you know what this also reminds me of?
Like hashtag me too.
You know what that reminds me of? Me and Sarah were listening to a Bill Burr podcast, and he was just talking about how bitches be so crazy. They even give, they bring in life just to get you.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we have
like that's how crazy some.
Yeah, some women. Yeah,
like,
some women will get pregnant on purpose. Accidentally get pregnant on purpose.
I heard the story that Joe
To
Rogan
prove a
had brought
point.
up one time about the college student who, so he had sex with a girl, and they were both drunk.
Yeah, and then she tried to claim that she.
No, this is after.
that
So
he
because
raped
of
her.
all that shit that happened, this guy actually went and filed a police report first and said that he was raped.
What?
And the school had to do what they do to the males to her because they would look like they're biased against men.
Good.
So they suspended the girl.
Good.
And they expelled her from the school
Good.
because he was the first one to put in the police report.
Yeah.
well, good shit.
Yeah, and everybody's probably sitting there, "Serve, how callous can you be? How cold can you be? How dare you say good? You just ended. You're talking about ending that woman's education. Yeah, that's the exact same shit that would have happened to him
Yeah,
if she would have filed it first.
Probably would have been worse. He probably would have been arrested on the spot.
But that's dumb. Exactly.
Probably would have been arrested on
But
the
that's not fair. Exactly. In this day and age, it's just become who says it first.
That also, yeah.
Did he get raped? Did she get raped? Whoever's the first one to claim it, to plant the flag, the rape flag, they're the winner. And
It's
then
just-
the other person loses badly. And everybody's like, "Well, but that's fucked up." Well, yeah, but that's how those are the rules that you've allowed to be established. It's no longer the accusation of rape alone is enough to grant you being expelled from a post-secondary institution in this country. Like, do you understand how stupid that fucking is?
Yeah, the one with the kid, the one that you were talking about.
On top of the
He
fact
had
that
he had text messages with the girl.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she
yeah,
asked
yeah.
him, "Do you have condoms?" So there was already
Yeah.
an attempt. There was already a communication of, "We're gonna have sex. Bring condoms."
yeah, meanwhile,
and they still looked at it as if he raped her.
Yeah, but meanwhile, Brock Turner gets to rape an unconscious girl, behind a dumpster, and he gets 6 months probation. 6 months probation.
And on top of that, the judge specifically didn't put it on the report, like on his background, pops
Yeah,
up.
and the
He's
charges
like,
the charges
may
won't
ruin
show up
his-
on.
It may ruin his life.
Man, this is the day of knowing that nigga's never gonna go down.
No, yeah,
Well,
everybody
actually,
knows now. I'm pretty sure his name is not there
That
anymore.
And
that
then-
judge has been recalled. Actually,
And the nigga complain.
whoa,
And the nigga
good.
complain about it. The nigga complain about him.
there's a
just being
recall
like-
vote on that judge.
Yeah, I'm not
That's good.
surprised.
So
Probably got
That's crazy.
paid.
I mean, it's, and oh my, I mean,
Just
this is a
go to school to
topic
kick
that
us.
is just so fucking layered. You can sit there and talk about the patriarchy, or you can sit there and talk about white privilege, and all this
what
other
I
horse
think is
shit.
going to happen, it's just going to run its course. And unfortunately, it's just going to have
No,
it's
you
gonna
know
have
what's gonna
casualties.
happen. You know what's gonna happen is because so the pendulum for the longest time was male dominated, right? And it was swung to the male dominated side for so long. So now it's swinging back into the women's side. So now women are having some say in this, and women are now fighting back and are taking down big people that are actually that have been doing damage for
Bill
some
Cosby.
of them for decades.
This
Case in
is
point,
the-
Bill,
but-
hold on a second. So now, but what's going to happen is that
he's
the
talking.
pendulum is going to swing. Exactly, you babble, Nigo. So the pendulum is now swinging back over in the women's favor. So now women are now being able to tell their stories and actually be believed, because for the longest time, when a woman, in the 70s and the 80s, it was very common, even into the 90s, it was very common for an officer to ask a woman what was she wearing the night of the attack. Like what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I've heard one story
So,
where the officer
hold-
said, "Are you sure you didn't
So
egg 'em
now
on?"
now that it's coming, now that women are basically
Terrible.
quote unquote holding all the power, what's going to start to happen is that like anybody, like any other human being, women are human beings too. They're susceptible to greed and they have free will. Eventually they're going to exploit that power to the point where you have bad dates being published on the New York Times, saying to attach it to this big old problem, a legitimate issue in this country. You know what I'm saying? Let alone around the world, it's a legitimate issue of women's rights. So it's gonna get to the point where women are gonna start fucking up in their own way, shape, or form.
I feel like they already have.
Well, no, they haven't.
Well, I feel like what
No.
they're doing, what the women who are trying to get, that are reaching
Mm-hmm.
too much, are fucking up what the women who are actually victims are trying to do. Like, I hate the fact that
They're giving it a bad voice, but they're still being heard, though.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that when you put like the Tracy Morgan thing, not Tracy Morgan, the not Tracy Morgan, the other guy
That narrows it
played
down.
God in Bruce Almighty.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman didn't have a charge like that, I think.
Morgan Freeman is having issues right now about like some interview that he had where obviously the girl's super reaching, because if you see the interview, he's not even talking.
Right, like the way I saw the
But
clip.
the fact that they're seeing that, then people go, well, see, the same thing happened to Bill Cosby, and the same thing happened. No, what Bill Cosby actually did was fucked up.
Right.
The only thing I don't agree on that shit is that everything was norm back in the day. So you can't really, unless it was done like in the past 10, 20 years, he was doing that shit in the 80s and the 70s.
That still didn't make it right.
No, that's what I'm saying. It didn't make it right, but it's hard because I don't know if those women were with that or not.
Some of
'Cause
them
we
were
don't know.
listen. They've already proven that some women were willing participants, but they were willing participants in going to sleep with Bill Cosby. They weren't willing participants to being drugged to then have Bill Cosby do whatever he wanted with my body afterward. That's the line that he crossed. Like, it's not the fact that he slept with these women. It's the fact that he drugged these women when they chose to already sleep. Like, he already had them in his bedroom. They already were understood what was going to happen. But then he just took that extra step to then drug them to the point where they're completely unconscious, some of them.
Right, that's terrible.
And he
But
just
what
does horrible shit to
What
them.
I'm saying is because they're doing what they're doing to
Or what
Morgan
if he's
Freeman.
just such into like nasty ass shit? That's why he did that shit.
But that's what I'm
Bit him
saying.
in the ass.
No.
Well, what I'm saying is because those are terrible things that you can do to a human being, he should be held accountable.
Of course.
But when
Yeah.
you
And he has
you
been.
then have
He's been charged.
right, but when you then have people start accusing people who are overreaching over like something that you definitely is not what the
Oh,
case is.
right. It delegitimizes.
Then
Yeah.
it delegitimizes people like Harvey what is it, Weinstein? That's his name, right?
What?
Harvey Weinstein.
What about him?
That's what I'm saying. Like it basically gives them a path where they can say, you see, look how they're doing Tracy. Oh, not Tracy Morgan. Why I keep saying Morgan Freeman? That's what they did to me. You know what I mean? It's just like when you overreach and you're like these women who try to just either to get attention or they felt like they were wrong back in and now there's their opportunity.
You know what I equate it to? And I don't know. I don't know if you can really attest to this because you didn't really grow up with a sibling in the house.
I did.
Too much, or a younger sibling?
Not a younger one.
Okay.
I was the younger one.
So, when your sibling discovered that they can get you in trouble by just saying that one specific phrase,
oh, my sister.
You know what I'm saying? I can't breathe. Oh, my leg. You know, my head, whatever, my arm, somehow, you know what I'm saying? That one phrase that all she needs, your mother just needs to hear that and you're automatically in trouble. Yeah, there's no trial, no investigation. Just, you fucked up.
Like, I'd be bothering my sister in the room because I'm a little brother. So stop bothering. My mom will come right and stop bothering. She's studying or some shit.
You know, that's what I feel like women now in the last couple of years have discovered. It's, you know, #MeToo. Like, that's the thing that it's like, hey, there's a problem, there's a red flag here, there's something going on here. And people just go over there and investigate and just take the word and just take the story for fact.
Perfect
and that's
example
it.
Is the Neve thing from MTV right now.
Well, hang on. So and they just take it as gospel and that's it. So when you have, but see here's where it comes. Here's where the abuse comes. Now you get women like the one that dated that went out with the date with Aziz Ansari, like this woman here with the interview with Morgan Freeman, that are now going to take that phrase and any sort of confusion or misinterpretation, something as simple as "Hi, how you doing," can now be conceived as sexual harassment, an unwanted advancement, a microaggression, whatever the fuck they want to call it nowadays.
I think that's what it's called.
You know, so now you're going to start to hear a lot of those. A lot of women that are going to be like, this happened. And then when you actually look at the facts of the situation, you're going to be like, what are you, stupid?
The worst one I've seen far is a video.
You got bitches going to the New York Times, bro, talking about, I sucked his dick and he made me feel weird.
No, there was this video I saw on CNN. And I was on CNN's YouTube channel. And they had the fact that they found the woman and brought her on was just, I was just like, oh man, you're just giving a voice to somebody who's crazy. This guy was walking down the street and there was a bunch of feminists, like hardcore feminists, I guess doing a peaceful protest or something. And they were in front of some building in New York. And he's walking, but he's smiling. One woman gets up, gets in his face with the picket sign, not allowing the man to move. And she says, you're harassing me with your smile because it is letting me know that you're looking at me, and your smiling is confirming the fact that you're looking at me in an inappropriate way. Random guy was just walking down the street.
Right. So see, that's what I'm saying.
So they put that
like they're jumping, like they're trying to minority report the situation.
The guy was
you know
just
what
like,
I mean?
What? I'm
like
just walking down the street.
These psycho bitches are fucking sitting here like a wave, because it's a mic. That's the buzz term now, because you know how the kids like to speak in Google search terms now. So that's a microaggression. That's considered a microaggression now. You know, you could trigger somebody with that. Like, I mean, it's gotten so convoluted and so fucking insane as to what you can or can't say that you don't know where to navigate to. It changes. The terms change every week. You know, guys, we got new terms. I'm still learning the ones from 3 weeks ago.
I mean, I'm probably going to say something that's not
an unpopular opinion.
Yes, it would. I guess it would be an unpopular opinion of mine, but I really think that the women who scream rape and it's not should be prosecuted for something.
That's not an unpopular opinion.
Actually, it's starting to be. It wasn't before.
No, it's not, because it was it Oklahoma or Wyoming,
the one
some southern state.
The one that I know, it was a football player that I knew about. He was it was back in around 2007, 2008, and
he just got released, right?
Yeah, not recently.
Like a couple years ago.
Like
yeah,
2011, 2012. It was already 4 years after. 4 years that he missed from college. He had just graduated high school.
Turns out nothing happened.
Yeah, the woman said he was dating the woman for a while, and then she said that she was raped. He ended up going to jail for the 4 years. He was supposed to serve a 10-year bid, but they ended up finding out it was not true. I think it was after 2 years, and he still stayed there 2 more years because of the legal process.
Right.
So they knew already for 2 years that it wasn't him. That he didn't do anything, and he still was there another 2 years. He lost 4 years, and 4 years for a football player,
that's a lifetime. Yeah.
Because you only have a certain amount when you go. Into college, you don't even know if you're going to make it to the NFL. Mm-hmm. Making to the NFL is a lot small. It's a smaller percentage to make it in the NFL than it is in the NBA.
But it's some could argue that for every man that is acquitted either through DNA evidence or through testimony, recantment of rape, and is freed. Or was, goes down for the crime without him being actually responsible for it. Like, I think that's kind of like the checks and balance of, like, for every rape that goes unreported and every abuse victim that dies without, taking that to the grave.
Yeah, because there's still women out there that don't.
I kind of still see the... There's
still women out there.
Like, that's how I see it as. It's like,
there's still a lot of women that don't report.
So every dude that gets falsely accused of the shit, it's like, it's also every woman that has screamed rape, and everybody's just been like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a multi-layered subject.
There's a balance somewhere.
There's not. It's because it's one of those subjects that there's not a right answer. I mean, there's a lot of wrong answers. So it's like it's kind of like you got to find a common ground.
I don't think there's a lot of wrong answers. I think there's just a lot of wrong approaches to the situation, and it's very hard, especially in a situation like that. The case of sexual assault, to remove the emotion out of it.
Speaking of sexual assault, the craziest thing I heard was the cop recently in Florida too. It was the craziest fucking shit that happens in Florida. He went to a home of that he was called on, and it was a mother and a daughter, and the mother called the police on the daughter. He took the daughter and was supposed to take her to the juvenile center, right? Mm-hmm. He ended up taking her to a hotel and raped her.
Oh, jeez.
Left her there, and then
don't tell me he came back for the mom.
No, I didn't come back for long. Just went on. I guess he went on his day, and when she reported it, they were like, "Well, where were you? Weren't you supposed like they?" They were like wondering like where he was because he wasn't responding to calls or anything. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he ended up going to jail. He's like being prosecuted now.
Oh, okay.
So that's a good thing.
Good.
But it's just crazy how bold he like. That's how sometimes police they just don't feel like they're gonna ever be caught.
There's that other cop that had made the two women, what do you call it, blow him in the back of his fucking cruiser. As a way so that they get out of. Being arrested, and he still arrested him.
The balls of that guy.
You know what I'm saying? Great choice of words. But, like it's fucking nutty. It is fucking nutty as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I saw somebody just sent me a video of a police officer. It was 4 of them, and they were telling an African American man, "Sit down." There was no seats. He's on his. He's in front of his house where it's an apartment, and you know how they're on the second floor. They tell him sit down. He's like, all right. So he leans up against the wall. He's kind of like crouching because he's like, it's dirty, and I don't want to sit on puddles of water because it just rained. Mm-hmm. So like, sit down. So he didn't sit down. He's like, I'll just like, kind of crouch. Mm-hmm. They grabbed him, and then one of the cops just like started unloading like maybe 10 punches in the guy's face, knocked him out by the 5th punch, kept punching him, and then kicked him. Yeah, and then he's finally on the ground. He's like, now you're on the ground.
This is what happens.
Like, really, over him? And then come to find out, it was just they had just stopped him because he was walking to his apartment, and they didn't know who he was.
In Japan, you need to be a college.
To open his door.
In Japan, you need to be a college graduate to apply for the police force.
That's good.
Okay.
Not everybody can.
In Norway, it takes upwards of 2 to 3 years to become a police officer.
How long does it take in America?
In the United States of America, it takes an average of 8 months from sign up to congratulations, officer, whatever, is on average 8 months. That is all the training we give our police officers in this country.
I feel like
just put them like soldiers on the line.
My wife's let me not say let me not just even mention anything, but like who he is. But let's say I have an acquaintance who just became a police officer. Let's say about a year and a half ago. Went through the whole process. He was a person who thought like how a lot of people who are I guess democratic, where feel like police officers should be held accountable and everything, and that all these videos that we're seeing, something should be done.
Right. Fast forward.
Recently, he's just like, oh yeah, you see those videos, but that's just a small percentage. You don't really know what the good police officers do.
Right. He's been brainwashed.
Which could be true. It could be, yeah. We don't see the good things. We don't, because we're automatic. We don't have to, because your job is to do the good. You know, we shouldn't have to see videos just for that to, you know, I'm like looking for the word to say, but basically to like say that you do good things. You're supposed to fucking do good things. You're a goddamn cop. You protect and serve. That's your job. You shouldn't be herald and become a hero just because you're doing your job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We already know your job is something is stressful more than anything because you're dealing with the most dangerous situations that any person can do every day. But still. The fact to say that, oh yeah, you see these cops is just a couple bad apples, and the fact that I asked him, or sorry, I didn't ask him because I was like, I'm not going to ask him because I don't want to put him on the spot on a public forum like Facebook. I'll probably ask him in person if I ever see him again, which I probably will in Christmas time. But I definitely want to ask him like, so when you see a bad apple, do you say anything? Or is it the blue wall where you just
it's the whole blue wall thing, bro.
So then if that's his answer,
they're all complicit.
If that's his answer, then you can't fucking come here and then complain to us that we're
do
showing
that.
Videos.
They do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't say anything about that, so you're just as guilty as they are, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even say you're just as guilty.
No,
you're guilty. Are. You're guilty to me if you don't do anything.
But that's what I'm saying. You're just as guilty. You're just as guilty as the people doing all the bullshit.
Yeah, like...
Because what you're saying is that that's okay. That's okay to do that.
It just takes one rotten apple to spoil the bunch.
You know, and
definitely, Yusuke Urameshi is a rotten apple.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I was watching. That's actually what he says. You know what happens when you put a bad apple in a pot with good ones? The whole lot gets rotten. And people... Yusuke Urameshi is that bad apple. Mr. Yagamoto.
Sorry.
You were saying?
That was a good show.
I just
what show is that? Why do I know that?
Hakusho.
Oh, right.
I got him to see the first episode.
He didn't so much get me to see it as much as he just
it.
kind of started to fucking play it. I really wasn't watching. I was kind of on my phone, so I was in and out. I know the dude died. That's about it, though.
He doesn't appreciate good anime.
Well, see, no, it's not that I don't appreciate good anime. It's just I can appreciate good anime when I have the time to actually sit down and I'm in the mood to
What were you
enjoy.
doing? What were you doing?
I didn't want to fucking watch anime. It was that simple.
You didn't say nothing, though.
Well, what the fuck am I supposed to sit there and tell you? Oh, you're right, because that was going to go so well.
Are you kidding me? He tells me what to watch in my own house all the time, and that one time is when he chooses not to?
I told you I was like, play Arrow, and then we're like, we
that
can't
sounds
play
like bullshit
Arrow.
right there.
We can't play Arrow. I don't have
He literally
Arrow.
tells me what to watch or play. Like I was like, well, play this. I want you to play this.
I was like,
this.
you know what? All right, fine. Play Yu Yu Hakusho. Whatever. Play it.
Yo, he's just being a bitch.
Just play it.
He's a bitch. He is a bitch. Even like back at the crib, bro. He's such a bitch.
So I could see too in certain spots where he like turned back to look at me to see how I'm doing with this.
Yeah,
episode,
I'm just looking at you, and I'm just like,
yeah,
why would you agree to watch this if you're not going to watch it? Like,
he doesn't say anything.
Because I know if I didn't agree to it, it was just going to lead to another whole thing, and I was just like,
what whole
all
thing
right.
would have it led to?
I don't, just you being like, well, how come you don't want to watch it? I'm like, I don't fucking need this.
I literally would have asked you what else do you want to watch then besides Arrow, because I just didn't want to watch Arrow.
He treats like
we
almost
couldn't
every
watch
situation
Arrow.
like as if he's
I
in
could
a
watch it. What are you
relationship.
talking about?
Remember the whole Netflix thing?
Oh no, I could get it a different way.
Well, you didn't offer that up, sir.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I said, do you really want to watch it? Because I can find another way.
No,
like,
no, you
nah,
didn't.
no, you don't have to go through all that. That's what you told me.
Yeah.
Because you're like, it's
That's
not
not
as
how that happened.
because you wanted to be
It
easier. You wanted to be easier.
This
and
is-
shit.
this-
Serv has gotten selective hearing as he's gotten older.
Fucking
Because you don't even
Wilmo's
remember-
just been trolling us in the background this entire time. like we've been sitting here trying to think. Meanwhile, he's just sitting there like, "You bitch ass nigga, like, you guys gonna fucking just do something." He's just sitting in the back this whole time. That's fucking great.
But,
That's fucking great.
But yeah, you can follow us on Parental Victims.
Shortcast.
I just caught up with all of Black Clover.
How is that?
It's really good. It's actually gotten much like more exciting in the last 10 episodes. I stopped at like episode 20. So I had, and it's on episode 34, so I had like 14 episodes I could watch. So I watched it all last night. And I gotta say, man, that show has actually gotten me hooked. Like, now that I'm caught up, I'm gonna definitely watch it. The only thing that bothers me is the guy. There's one character who gets a nosebleed from seeing his little sister's picture, and that, like, I get he has a sister complex, but the fact that he does the nosebleed, that's the universal. Yeah, that's the universal notion in anime that he's like, he's horny or something. And I'm just like, oh man, like,
Yeah,
what
but what time frame does that take place in though? Like, it's kind of medievalish, right?
Yeah, it's like kingdoms.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Think about also on royalty. Like, they sometimes like they would wed within the family, bro.
True.
No, fuck you, Steve. God, I'm sorry, folks. I just have to.
Serve just went to the kitchen.
He's being a fat ass, people. He just asked for an Italian ass. He's making a mess like a bitch.
Can you bring me a
there.
cup with ice, please? Thank you. But yeah, give it a watch, man. The first few episodes are kind of the anime is slow to start.
Yo, fuck Black Clover.
It's sort of like Boruto, where you didn't know what Boruto was really doing. They were just like filler episodes from the jump with just characters of Naruto, just giving you this nostalgia. But now Boruto started to become its own thing, its own storyline and everything. So that's what Black Clover was. I don't know. Black Clover, I guess, was just like, it was adventures in the first 10, 15 episodes. But then it starts to get really like into the story of the kingdom and the wizard knights and where it all comes from. And now it looks like the kingdom, like, I remember how One Piece had this history from back in the day that no one knows of, but they think that what happened was the world government got in a fight with the people who are named after, or the middle name D, and that they wiped them out and they became the whole power which created the world government. It's sort of like what's going on in Black Clover. It looks like the kingdom had gotten in a fight with these elves, which were super magical people back in the day, and it created this big war. And because the kingdom won, they were able to call themselves the Clover Kingdom, and they reign over the world and all that. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like that, where it's like there was a distant past that shaped the world, and now it's starting to come back through these people. And I like the character Asta, because he doesn't have any power. He has like anti-power, like the anti-power that they have. So everybody has magic, he has no magic, but he has anti-magic, and he's the only one who has it. It's weird. It's cool. It has its funny stuff moments too.
So it's got the makings to be a really good anime. So let's hopefully, well, also like, no, it derives from a manga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shonen.
So hopefully the direction they're trying to put it towards is a great one.
Yeah, right now it's between Black Clover and My Hero Academia. Some of the best animes and mangas.
From the latest episode of My Hero, they really got everyone like wrapped around their fingers, like they're holding some people hostage.
Yeah, the 2 episodes before, a lot of people were hating on My Hero Academia because it kind of looked like they were gonna go that Naruto route with Sasuke, with how Bakugo was. So when they Wilma, can I get a little bit? Sorry. Oh, you don't really have that much left.
I should have asked me earlier.
Can I get?
Thank
you. What happened to Bakugo? A lot of people were hating, but when they saw that he didn't make the change to be a bad guy, everybody loved it. Which I thought it would have ruined the anime if it did.
I mean, it doesn't.
If they
go
made
with
Bakugo a bad guy and he has
Well-
to fight Midoriya,
it doesn't go with manga, right?
what, the show? Anime?
Oh yeah, Bakugo doesn't go like that way, does he?
Right, in the manga he doesn't. But, like, there's people who haven't seen it. They're just anime-based people.
I guess, but they gotta stop being bitches.
I was like that a lot until
Well, you need to grow up.
Naruto, really. When I saw Naruto is when I got a manga. I got the first issue of Naruto. Because then I was just watching the animes, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho, Big O, Gundams.
Gundam is such a good series.
It wasn't until Naruto, and then I had a homeboy who had the actual manga, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that a comic? It's like, no, it's not a manga. So then I started to know about that, and I got into the mangas. Started to know that there was better stories in the manga than there was in the actual anime.
Big O is one that I need to check out.
I only has like 20 episodes.
I used to clown it.
The Big O?
Mm-hmm.
You
'Cause
sleep, bro.
Big
I
O's
used
great.
to.
That robot's probably got to be the
I'm
best
not
looking
the
robot
big-
ever.
Remember, I'm late to the fucking anime game as far as like I've watched it all my life, but I was never an anime head. You know, the what do you call it?
You'd have to been like into Cartoon Network
Legit?
late night because that's
Legit?
when it only showed up.
I heard the name was Cowboy Bebop. I laughed and I was like, next.
Oh wow!
So the
But I was around when he was watching it for the first time. It was great.
right. I mean, we're literally talking 15 years ago, 16 years ago, and the ones that I knew off rip, obviously DBZ, Endless Waltz, and what was the other one that I watched? Well, it wasn't an anime, but Samurai Jack.
It was funny because there's that rapper Gold Rush. I always found it funny because when I saw his hat that he wore, and he said he got it from an anime.
The rice patty hat?
Yeah, and I was like, you got that from Shintaro, bro? It's like, okay. I don't even think he knew it because I remember asking him, he's like, oh, it's from this battle anime. And I'm like, no, that's from Shintaro, bro. Shintaro is not a battle anime.
What's Shintaro?
It's just a show where, it's a show where a kid is vulgar and shows his ass all the time.
True.
And that's the whole premise of the show. Like, there's not really, it's like it's supposed to be like a sitcom.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't even think he knew where he got it from but then he came out with the shirts, and I was like, okay, so I think he knows where it came from. I think he just mistakenly told me something different. Because he told me it was a battle anime, and I was like, there's nothing battle about that shit. It's like, it's a family with two kids, and one of them is a fucking delinquent at 5 years old and shows his ass to people. Like, legit pulls down his pants and shows his ass. So, mind you, it's a really funny show.
Smart kid.
But, yeah.
Yeah, he goes by Raiden Rush now.
Yeah, he's on the Mortal Kombat shit now.
Like, he's definitely hopping in. Have you seen the skits?
No. I saw one, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah, can you not chew the ice directly into the mic?
Sorry.
No. Fans love that shit. Cut back to Aziz Ansari. Oh no. Lately, all I've been the only animated stuff I've really been watching lately is the Hulu got all the DC animated shows.
Yeah, I saw that newest Teen Titan ones. I didn't even know they came out with another one.
Which one?
The one with Terra and Deathstroke, where I guess she dies. Like it's Beast Boy's girl or some shit. I forgot the name of it.
Oh, that's the Judas Contract.
Judas Contract, yeah. I don't even know who that character was.
Raven?
No, that's not Judas Contract.
Yeah.
That's Teen Titans versus the Justice League. You idiot.
Judas Contract is the one where
the girl with the blonde hair who can move rocks.
Oh, right, that one. Mm-hmm. You're right.
How do I know more about this? I understand if it was Marvel. I know more about Marvel than you do. But you should know more about DC.
No, he's not very knowledgeable, actually.
Yeah, he's on DC. You'd be surprised.
Not really. He could get better acquainted.
But mostly I've been watching is the DC CW shows.
No, he actually knows some good shit.
I have to watch that. I haven't started watching any. I've only seen the first season of Flash. That's it. I haven't watched any of the other shits. I've been on Marvel, so I'm a Marvel person. But I heard Gotham's ending though.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You just ending it?
Because Fox are idiots.
I feel like it's gonna come to a close like that show back in the day, Smallville. You know, like he has like the suit
Smallville
at the very
was.
end.
When did you stop watching Smallville? Because I stopped watching it once.
Season. I think I stopped
man.
watching like.
It was
season
before
2.
Doomsday. I'll tell you that much.
Mm.
Way before Doomsday.
I stopped at like
Yeah.
season 2.
I stopped like season 4 or 5, man. It was way before Doomsday. I know that much.
It was good.
I was shocked when they told
son.
me Doomsday was in it, Wonder Woman was in it. I was like, what?
I was in love with Lana,
They were trying.
the girl?
brunette. Yeah, his main love interest
Yeah,
in
she
the
was
show.
really good looking.
Like she was one of like only. There's only been a handful of women that have really like been struck with their. Yeah, I've been struck with their beauty.
She's
You know what I
one
mean?
of
Like it's one of those things. There's like you see me just like, oh my god.
I'm like, Jesus, I gotta get into
And
that.
it's not even like a fucking I just want to stick my
jump in that.
yeah exactly you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's more like a Jesus Christ, like that's like perfection. But yeah, like homegirl threw me.
I gotta get into that. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's how you got Lila.
Lana, oh Lana.
That's how you got his wife. All creepily just went right up to her ear. That
Yeah,
hot,
I was
with
I
that
did it just
hot
like
ass
this.
breath.
I was like, excuse me, are you Brazilian?
I heard Brazilian swallow.
Jubilous.
You want to gargle my nuts?
Do you want to gargle my nuts?
Oh God!
Oh,
You actually do
yeah.
make it sound worse. You make it sound plainfully worse.
Swallow it. Swallow it!
Jesus Christ!
So
Well,
that's
then.
when I get the climax.
You know,
Your dick squeaks? Well, like what?
Yeah.
What the fuck was
I
that?
don't know. I don't want to know.
The nigga's dick whistles. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? You know where I got that voice from? I got that voice from. If you watch
Your gay lover
Supernatural,
Paco, who you see every other Thursday.
all I heard was love Paco. That's all I heard.
His name is Paco.
His name is Paco.
Paco.
He's from the Canary Islands.
His name is Paco. He's from. No, it's if you ever watch Supernatural.
I haven't. So
You watch
everything you
Supernatural,
say is
Remember
no.
that dude with the that they put up on the
Nope,
cross, season
don't
2,
remember
season
him.
3? And then Serv wonders why we interrupt him.
No, I was just fucking with you right there. You do it because you're dumb.
Anyways,
Supernatural.
I completely forgot my train of thought.
Episode of Supernatural. Something about super.
No, it's just one character. I forgot his name, man. If I can remember, he was one of the demons. But he was like a very high, powerful demon. But he talked like that. Oh, I gotta sing you back to where you came from.
True.
And I'm like,
I
oh,
think
shit.
I know who you're talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking about?
I think didn't he also play?
He's the one who tortured Dean when he went to hell.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
I think to me the
Alistar.
Yeah.
Alistar, that's what the fuck his name is. Yo, the dude who played him has a crazy voice. He's like, all I can do is sing you back. Like, and he has like, it's like kind of like, but he has like a southern tone to it. And I'm like, oh shit, what? They need to put that voice in like in an anime or a fucking cartoon or some shit.
It's something that they should treasure.
Yeah, it's a good. He has a great that voice that he did for that character. Holy shit! When you hear, it, you're like, damn, that voice is badass.
What?
Sort of like Andrew Lincoln's voice for Rick in Walking Dead. Like his voice. That's a good. It's a really good voice.
Don't know nothing.
Coral.
No, to me the creepiest voice I've heard on anything really, it's goes to the upside down demon dude from Full Metal Alchemist. The one
Upside
that always
down
talked
demon.
like this, like he just talked in whisper, like. You know, he just every time whoever the voice actor was, give him a
Upside
fucking
down
Oscar.
Demon dude.
Yeah,
From
remember
Fullmetal
he?
Alchemist?
Yeah, he looks like the furry red, what do you call it? The furry red monster from like the old Bugs Bunny cartoons, but it's got that dude just like with his face upside down. Is his head? You don't remember?
He transmogrified himself that way.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
From Brotherhood.
No, full. I don't know. I haven't gotten there on Brotherhood, but I know he's on Full Metal. But you know, he always talked in a whisper. That was the only thing I remember. But that dude, the way he fucking said those lines, just I can tell that you're hiding. Like
Did he have a pair of glasses?
Yeah.
The one who killed the daughter.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Shao
right.
Tucker.
Yeah,
That's right.
later in the show when like, he's a creature.
Upside down demon dude.
His face, I think his face.
Yeah, his face is upside down.
Look it up. You
And
queer.
Shao Tucker. Oh, that's right. It was in full. You're talking about Full Metal Alchemist.
I said that.
Right. I'm here. I'm like I haven't watched. I watched Full Metal Alchemist that one time.
Yeah, me too.
Never watched it again.
Yeah, me
Brotherhood
too.
I've watched like 40 times.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I'm like I'm thinking
No,
through
but
Brotherhood.
you
I'm trying to
were
remember.
clicking and I was just like, I forgot the fucking nigga's name.
I forgot.
but
No,
was
it's
just
'cause-
like, I got.
I was thinking Shao Tucker, but because he said the upside down, I was like, that can't be him. Then.
I think his face is like.
His
yeah,
face
because
is
he
upside
merges.
down.
He himself merges with
Yeah.
his daughter. I forgot that he did that in the end. Oh man, Full Metal Alchemist. What
I'm still working my way through Brotherhood. They've just discovered now that I'm at the point where there's a real world chance that was it a general, what's his name, with the eye patch, might be a homunculus. Homunculus.
The Fuhrer?
Yeah, the Fuhrer.
King Bradley.
King Bradley. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of
Fuhrer
my,
King
to be
Bradley.
honest, King Bradley is one of my favorite characters in that whole show.
I don't know that he had a jit. That's crazy.
He doesn't have a jet.
Oh, that's a homunculus too. Word.
Yeah, you
So-
remember homunculus can't have kids. So automatically,
That's true.
he can't. That can't be his.
Oh, who knows? Well, regardless of the fact, but yeah, the I've been mostly I've been watching is just that. That's really what I've been watching. It's just a lot of DC stuff, DC on the CW, and then DC animated. Jesus Christ!
God, my foot slipped a minute. I gotta watch the last DC movie that came out for Justice League with Constantine and
Justice League Dark.
yeah, I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that
I'm
one?
gonna watch it tonight.
No, because the last DC animated movie to come out was Batman Ninja, just fucking great,
I gotta
visually
watch it, too.
stunning.
What have I seen? I've seen all the DC Justice League ones that they except that dark one with Constantine. I haven't seen that one. I've seen all the. What other ones have they come out with? They came out with the Justice League, the beginning one, where they rebooted it with Green
That's
Lantern.
War.
That's War. Then they came out with
Throne of Atlantis.
yes, and they introduced Aquaman. Then they came out with the Justice League versus Teen Titans. Then Teen Titans came out with the Judas Contract.
Well, no, you have Justice League: The New Frontier, Justice League: Gods and Monsters, Justice League: A Tale of Two Worlds.
Is it a part of that story timeline?
No, it's a whole bunch. These are all different movies.
No, because the ones I'm talking about are all part of the same timeline.
No. That's what I'm saying. These are all just different Justice League movies that are
I'm
out.
talking about that timeline. I'm trying to keep
In that
consistent.
timeline, it's just the two. That's the only two.
Oh, they also have the. Yeah, there's well, the 3 in the dark with Constantine.
No.
Isn't that a part of it? Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So that's what I don't like about. I'm not
War and Throne of Atlantis are a two-parter, and basically it shows you how the Justice League was formed. Then you have Flashpoint, which was just something that happened. It's still, you're right. You're right. It does happen within that timeline. Yes, within that world, in that universe.
Yeah, because that's the main world they're creating right now. That's the one they're jump-starting.
Yeah,
again.
so Batman, Bad Blood. All the Batman movies alone. Batman, was it Son of Batman, Batman versus Robin?
Yeah, those are all within that same universe.
Batman, what do you call it? Bad Blood. Dark Knight. Well, Dark Knight Returns is a whole nother thing. That's a two-parter.
I heard that Teen Titans Go. I saw the trailer for the movie. They're getting a movie.
No, it's not a movie. It's a live action TV show.
No. Teen Titans Go. The
cartoon.
Yeah.
They're getting
their own movie.
Uh-huh.
Man, there was so much backlash on that Teen Titans show with the costumes they were wearing.
Oh yeah, that show sucked.
I haven't even seen it yet.
The only thing I saw was just that clip going around, the little viral clip where catching villains, where Beast Boy starts rapping and shit. You haven't seen that video?
No.
Oh, from Teen Titans Go?
Yeah.
Actually, that song is actually kind of dope.
The song, they took
I was like, get the fuck out of here! This shit is dope. The Teen Titans Go movie looks like it's gonna be pretty funny.
Yeah, it's basically it's kind of gonna. They're saying that it's gonna have the same attitude as like the Lego movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Lego Batman movies.
Even the Green Lantern that they had in there is like, he's like, "You're Green Lantern?" He's like, "Have you had a movie?" He's like, "We did, but the actor doesn't really like it." That's what he says. I was like, "Oh shit!" They're actually acknowledging the Ryan Reynolds shit. I was like, "That's funny. That's really funny that they're doing that."
Yeah, like apparently all these Lego movies are actually pretty fucking funny. Like the Lego Batman movies, apparently, like they're like funny for like not just kids, but they're like funny for adults too. Like they
the last
actually
Lego
throw in some
Batman
jokes.
movie was really funny. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was hilarious.
I've never seen any of the Lego movies.
It's funny as fuck, bro.
They're funny, yeah. They're pretty funny.
I don't know.
The last
like
Lego Batman one, the funniest part to me one is it's like after a long hard day, I'm gonna come in and he heats up his lobster and he's just like, banana. It's like I couldn't help but laugh, man. The guy was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, the guy that does the voice for the Lego Batman.
He's in this big ass
Will
mansion.
Arnett.
No lights are on except the light of the microwave, spinning a lobster in the microwave, and he's just like in still Batman
gear,
but he just has a robe on. He has the helmet, but he has a red silk robe.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alfred comes out of nowhere and is like, "Do you need me, master?" And then it fucking flips him over. He fucking goes into a piano. He's like, "Oh, Alfred, you know you shouldn't get behind me." He's like, "My fault, master. My fault, Master Bruce."
Yeah, I want to check out the Lego Batman movie just because I'm a Batman fan, so I want to see it.
Get on your game, bro.
Huh?
Get on your game.
Yeah, I'll get there. I mean, it took me a while to fucking see Black Panther. Finally saw that, And I gotta tell you, like, it was good, but it was, like, nowhere near the hyped. Like, as far as the story goes, I get the impact of the character in the movie itself, like, what it meant. Like, I believe that hype, but as far as, like, the people that were like, and the fucking movie's, like, the story's fucking great. And I'm like, the story was good, but it was, like, it was a very small, concise story.
There's some people who still think...
oh, it definitely does. It definitely does. You can build...
think Black Panther is better than Infinity War.
Yeah, no. Absolutely not. No, that is...
I'm not going to lie to you. Deadpool 2 might... be right there with Infinity War. I'm better.
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say anything as of yet. But no, I haven't seen Deadpool 2 yet.
Oh Lord.
So
Lord.
Yeah, I might what do you call it? Yeah, I gotta check that one soon. But
get him some milk.
No, don't get me milk.
You remember that shit?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Some milk.
What do you want to poison me? What the fuck is wrong with you? I can't have milk.
You don't get it.
No. I get the meme. I get the meme.
You don't
Quietly go to sleep.
I get the meme. All right.
get shit.
Anyways, as always, folks, you can follow us at Parental Advisory Cast.
Wait. What are you doing?
We're at an hour.
Okay.
Well, also, right before you close, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to talk about one thing really quickly. Shout out to Guatemala, and hopefully all the people out there are safe as can be from the volcano eruption.
Oh, there's a volcano eruption?
It's been eruption. It's been like going like it's had a couple actually.
It erupted 2 days ago.
It's been a good amount of people are dead.
25.
Amount
Well,
of people
from when I last checked yesterday, 25 people have died. I don't know how many now, but 25 people the last time I checked. It's probably higher. I
it's
assume,
high.
Yeah, it has to be higher.
Yeah,
because that was just the beginning. That was day one.
Yeah, it's in
so shout out to the volcano.
Not shout out to the volcano. Fuck you.
What is wrong with you, sir?
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. What the shout out to the volcano? This motherfucker. Crazy. I couldn't believe what he just said.
Hey man, he's creating more land for the people.
Oh my!
You know
God.
what I'm saying? When it cools off and all that rock after it molds and everything like that.
Service going.
I mean, you never know. Maybe the maps would have to get redrawn. You know what I'm saying?
VIP status. It's gonna teleport him there.
Listen, all I'm just saying is the smart play is you go on a real estate hunt as soon as it's, provided, you're not half melted or whatever. You go and you get your real estate license in Guatemala and you just fucking start selling prime volcano property, bro.
We're gonna send him there before the hurricane, before the volcano ends.
For the hurricane.
For the volcano.
The hurricane. The hurricane.
On a serious note from this.
But yes, no, definitely.
Keep Guatemala in your thoughts, niggas. And if you do the prayer for them.
Pray for them. Prayers.
Do what you gotta do to send help to Guatemala.
Remember, all PC people, press F for prayers.
Per.
So yeah, as another note, good night, folks. This is the Parental Podcast.
He's just gonna wrap it.
Good night, folks. Have some
and
dreams.
We're done. We're done now.
Bye.
Anyway, but yeah.
Just end it like that.
But yeah,
Bye.
so you
We're
can
out.
find us at the Parental Advisory Cat.
Can you press the button for me, Wilma?
Don't fucking.
We're out. No, we're gone.
Really?
Bye. Good night.
Really?
Good night.
He's out of breath and he's been sitting down.
Night.
I don't know how he does it. It's amazing.
Good night. Input signal not within.
So you can always follow us at Parental Advisory Cast on Facebook and Instagram, and Parental Podcast on Twitter, and PA Podcast on Snapchat.
Wait, funny.
So thank you for everybody that listens every week, and be sure to be on the lookout. As always, you can find me on JServe954 on all social media, JServeTV on YouTube, and BroLife.net for all my music, as well as Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. Fat Man?
You can find me at Fatman954 on all social media. I'm everywhere because I'm fat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm everywhere. Literally, legit. Like my fat stretches from Instagram to Twitter.
Yeah. For the anime heads, if you'd like to actually get a visual of Elo Soul, just go to the.
Just look outside your window. You'll see.
That's actually better than what I had. So fine. I was gonna say just go to the end of Akira, and just look at the monster that he fights. That's basically Elo Soul right there.
He had to fuck that one up.
It was a long way there.
It
was a long way there. It was a long way there. So,
it's Akira.
Yeah. Is it Akira?
Look at the movie. I mean, watch the movies.
I know, stupid. I know it's Akira.
It's Akira.
Yeah.
I kill you in your face.
Anyways,
I'm that brown guy Wilmo, and you can find me in Instagram and Snapchat.
He's just stretching.
I think I have to shit right now. I don't know if I'm having a stroke or if I have to shit, but something's happening.
Just taking a shit. You can find me.
It was really bad. It was really bad. But yeah, Wilmo_Chiquito, and yeah.
And now we are done.